What's up, Internet? We are here once again in Trials of Mana. Still a stupid name. I prefer Changin Sets 3, but whatever. As you can tell, I did a bit of leveling in between this and last time. So much grinding. I ended up grinding for probably somewhere between like 5 and 8 hours. It started off fast enough, but the last two levels took about 2 hours each, because I was just grinding in one particular room, and I was getting about 30 experience for that. And the thing about that is, the last level takes, I believe, like 33,000 or 3,300 experience. So it took a while, but we can class change, and I was excited about that. I didn't want to be the guy who got to a point where he could class change, left, and then, 20 minutes later, now I can, but I don't want to go back, and I don't want to have to wait an hour for another chance. So here we are, about, 10 levels above where we really need to be, but we can finally class change. So we're going to do that. We need to focus. Being a meathead warrior, this might be a first for us, though. Okay, so here's the thing. We have to now make a choice as to what our class is going to be. Every class change has two options, a light path, in our case knight, or a dark path, in this case gladiator. Now, I kind of know exactly where I want to be, but I'll kind of at least explain the differences with this character, because I at least understand them. Knight drops a bunch of attack bonuses in favor of mild healing, which is really only helpful if you're going to ultimately be like the only person who can heal on your team, as well as, at least in theory, defensive boosts with shields. But shields don't work in this game. Gladiator just gets a metric crap ton of damage boosts, and that's what we want since we're the team's damage dealer, so we're going to go Gladiator. Embracing the darkness of our profession and being all evil and shit, because we're going to be anti-hero, I guess. Also, our armor turns purple, because reasons. Because style points. Alright, so next we've got our Cleric. We need to level her up. Now, I also know kind of the differences between her classes a little bit. Now, the thing you have to understand about our Cleric is, regardless of which class you pick for her second iteration, she will always gain a team heal ability. So you don't feel you need to go to the light path to get healing. That is the healing designated path, but you're going to get healing either way. Priestess is mostly a healer. Enchantress ends up being more of a summoner and like a team debuffer for your opponents. And seeing as we're working on boosting our one meat shield to be even meatier, we want an Enchantress. So we're going to make her an evil-y type too. And she gets some blue outfit, and her hair turns pink, and she gets orange suspenders because reasons. Alright, and then finally we've got our Valkyrie. Now, I don't know a ton about the differences between her classes, I just know that there's one particular class we want to go for what we're trying to do, and I believe that means we got to go light with her. So we're going to make her into a Valkyrie. And then Enchantress will end up becoming either potentially a Necromancer or a Shaman. I believe our Valkyrie will either become like some kind of Super Valkyrie, or what I want to make her into, a Star Lancer. And then our hero, he can either become like a Dark Knight or a I think it's called like a Slayer or something. Let's take a look. We can actually look at our potential class changes in the future, if I open up the right thing. Also, we have a crap ton of money and items now, just because I grinded so much. Also, our profile pics changed, which is kind of nice. Although they look really, really washed out because colors are hard. Okay, so I don't know what an Idol Fray is, but that's a new translation. I believe that was Dark Knight originally. But Duelist is about the same. That's what we're going to ultimately become, which is basically just a character designed to do as much damage as possible. Let's swap out. Now, we could turn her into a necromancer, or in this term, it's called a warlock. Originally, it was a shaman. We're going to make her a necromancer because it gains a magic spell that debuffs every stat across the board of an enemy, including bosses. It kind of makes her ridiculous. And then we can make a Vanadius. I don't think that was the initial translation. I don't remember what it was. Or a Star Lancer, which is what we're going to make her. And that gains the ability to boost every stat of a teammate, which is going to make our meat shield even more meatier. Now, another great thing about changing our classes is we can now use better super moves. Actually, what we're going to do is... nope. Yeah, we're going to have you try and protect her as much as possible. Okay. So now, instead of just doing our basic attacks, now we've got a slightly better super ability. And thankfully I can program these. Yeah, I want you to stick with her. Alright, there. And the neat thing is, because we've leveled up and gotten some new powers and new specials, nothing for him yet. She gained some new abilities, which is kind of nice. And our other teammate, I believe, also gains some abilities, at least as she levels. I believe she gains the ability to summon some stuff, as does our other character, which is pretty cool. But our like super standard attacks are now going to be even more bombastic, and eventually they kind of become like cutscene attacks. They just become so powerful. Our stats don't actually get really much of a boost, though. But, I mean, I don't think that's going to be a problem for us. At least immediately, seeing as we're about 10 levels over what we need to be. I just got to figure out how to get out of here now. I don't remember. Oh, grinding here took forever. I have to say that's one thing I don't like about the whole, if you clear out an area, it takes like 2 room transitions before you actually gain the ability to, you know, go back and fight them. It makes grinding very, very slow. Aw. I was going to use my special ability. I just had to build it up more. Like, you can see the little meter by our health bars. It's now a little bit longer. And you have to charge it up more in order to activate your specials now. So you can still use your earlier ones if you don't charge it up as much, but, you know, you want to see the flashiness. It's flashy flash. Which I think in my case is just spinny slash. Oh, come on, you have the power to use it. Use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it. Yeah! I wanted to see what Mia could do, but yeah! We are the proud owners of cutscene attacks now. I don't think we ever went in this room. I don't know where I am. I know where we kind of have to go. I just don't know where we are presently. We gotta go talk to those guys, because they'll be all impressed that we have Sylph, and then we can go free up the Valkyrie Castle thingamabob. I think I know where we are now. You know, the most frustrating thing about grinding in this game, from what I experienced, was the only way to get a decent amount of experience was to kill the last enemy in a room, hope it dropped a chest, and then hope that you got a trap that gave you a mimic, because mimics scale to your level. So instead of fighting like level 10 enemies, which I think was about where I was fighting, I'd end up fighting like a level 16 enemy or something. And it would give me like 2 entire rooms worth of experience. Oh, it took forever. You know, that is the one thing I don't like about class changes, though. They change your appearance, but, you know, it's personal taste, of course, but I think the best-looking classes are, like, the worst ones. Okay, I don't think we can go here yet. I mean, this is ultimately where we're going towards, but... I think we're on the right track. At least we got out of that little path to get to the boss of the area. Should be worth noting we probably won't see a level up in a while just because of how much experience it takes. But on the bright side, it'll probably happen faster than how I was doing it, because at least we can run into multiple rooms fighting stuff. As opposed to having to run into one room, kill everything, get 30 experience, run back 2 rooms, and then try again. But at the same time, I didn't want to have to like try and re-navigate the environment because I didn't remember. Also, I was getting like at worst 10 experience per kill, at best, because enemy spawns are random, I'd get like maybe 16 if I ran into some like the Clockwork Knight guys. So there was a little bit of variance that made me really not want to have to find a new spot. Although admittedly, if I just ran this path over and over, it would have been a lot faster, I think. Alright. I think this is the way we need to go. Or not. One of those two things is accurate. One of them is me being wrong. For once. And only once. I'm not used to being wrong, it's just not part of who I am. I'm always right. That's factual information. Also, I just want to point out how nice that background is. Like, just that round world with, like, the clouds. Just gotta take a moment to admire that. I really like that background. Okay, I think here... or maybe over here. Okay, we gotta go to the meadow. I'm surprised I remembered that was there. On the bright side, this will mean that most boss fights in the near future are not going to be a problem at all for us, because we certainly have enough levels. What will you do? I will use everything except what I just earned, which is Sylph. Or Jin, depending on which translation you work with. Then we blow the toxic pollen over to the castle, knocking everyone out, and then we have to go slaughter them like sheep. Or people who idiotically thought a land ship would be in the ocean. What fools. Oh, they moved us over here immediately. That was damn near convenient. Ooh, I do need some Cup of Wishes, actually. I used quite a few of those grinding. Because fighting mimics kinda sucks. Alright, I think we need to go up here. I would like to leave it to you, but I don't know where I'm needed. I mean, clearly I'm needed somewhere, or else I wouldn't be here. That fire looked quite nice. Nope, nothing in there. Alright, down, 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 down. Oh, here we go. Level 11 Assassin. I fear not your level 11-ness. Do you not see my level almost 20-ness? It's embarrassing to even have to fight these guys. Well, you're not unharmed. You're being used as a trap by this guy who's going to harm us. Okay, the enemy's above us. Well, we can work with that. That means go up here, I guess. Alright. This reminds me of the courtroom from Chrono Trigger a little bit. With the stained glass that you could fling yourself through. That was a good scene. Here we go. Wait, did we just go in a circle? I think we did. That is not well designed at all. Okay, what is with RPGs and having like the most obtusely designed castles ever? I think this is different. No, wait, this is the entrance. We did just go in a circle. Damn it. Well, let's go this way. And maybe go... Nope, nothing over there. I'm gonna kill you just for bonus experience that I don't even need at this point. It's going to be a very long time before I actually get to level again. And even longer till I get to see my next class change. I don't think obtuse castles is because the game design is necessarily limited. I think it has more to do with trying to make an interesting, like, area, but at the same time, it just... Okay, we made it back to the entrance. Good job. We haven't been down here, so let's try down here. Alright, here's a gold statue. That means it's a save point. That means we're where we need to be. I think. I hope. Alright. Go team indeed. Alright, down here. And because there's a gold spot, that means we're probably about to fight a boss. Which I think we are more than well equipped for. Or not. That looks important, but I can't do anything yet. Alright. Well, we gotta find someone to talk to, because there's probably some invisible flag we haven't triggered yet. Ugh. Nothing here. Been through that door. At least this door leads us to enemies, so I'm inclined to think this is probably where we need to be. Now, she said they were above us. Maybe she just meant this way, maybe? Like from a two-dimensional perspective? Okay, now we're getting a cutscene, so that does in fact mean that we're where we need to be. Also, why are you surprised there are monsters? There were already monsters. That's a ghost sword. There's the knight that gave me so much experience. Alright. I think we need to heal up just in case. Now, I don't think she gets her team heal immediately. I think it requires, like, at least one level. But I know she gets it. I know some abilities require an intelligence and spirit check as well. But it's usually no more than 1 point in each stat, so... And I think I've, well, met all of those expectations. Okay, this is another playable character we could have had. I had him the first time I played. He's not very good. He's kind of like the weakest physical fighter you can get in your team. He's also the only character that actually gets any sort of advantage by boosting agility. Now, I believe his story is shared with our Valkyrie, so if she was the team leader, we would have, like, more or less the same progression as he would. And also, we're gonna find and fight someone who's really evil, no honest. Except we'll later learn that that's probably not entirely true. think that would end up being the result of trying to kiss an Amazonian princess. Like, the whole Amazonian culture was all women, so I don't think they would have any sort of reaction to any sort of advance like that. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, they are outside of any sort of realm of sexuality. Because they just don't have it as part of their culture. Like, by design, that's how Amazons work. Alright. I think we're finally about where we need to be. I thought there was a save point in here. I'm clearly not right. Getting a lot more experience here. I feel almost bad having to grind where I did. Oh, that took forever. I could have earned twice as much experience per kill here. That's not frustrating at all. The obnoxious thing about getting to use our new special abilities is, as you can see, our bar for specials next to our portraits are a little bit longer. Once they turn green, that means we can use our standard special, but once they turn yellow and completely fill out, we can use our level 2. But that requires us to actually, you know, get enough hits in to do that, which our levels are not allowing us to do right now. Well, yeah, and I clearly was prepared to grind, but I mean, why grind somewhere where you're only going to get half as much experience? That's insane is what that is. I think we need to go this way? That doesn't look evil at all. Now, the bright side is this boss should at least allow us to build up our special a little bit. I think he just boosted their attacks. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Spinny Slash. Might want to heal up, though. Although, okay, this is one thing I don't like, is like, the moment anything happens, pretty much everything you can do is just immediately, like, paused for the sake of the game. It's like, no, I'd like to heal. Oh, no, someone's doing a thing, so I can't. I'd like to heal now. No, because someone's doing another thing. It is a little frustrating. But I can do this, and I can hit everyone while doing it. Yeah! Way better than my slightly more damaging Sword Slash. That's true. That is mana. Uh-oh. 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 I'm Chibi. I need my Midge Mallet. Okay, we might want to heal up Mia as well since we're here. Oh, that's probably not very good either. Okay, we're gonna heal up our dedicated healer, because if she goes down, we can't exactly heal all that well. That could be a problem. Well, she's doing something. Oh, just a standard attack prevents you from doing stuff. Got it. Yeah, that is very much mana. I mean, mana is the series where you could just chain magic attacks till your opponent dies. And just interrupt them permanently. And indeed, they did that. Until you got magic, and then you could turn the tables on them. Actually, no, that was a good idea. I want to heal her up. Yeah, getting your abilities this early on kind of makes things really not too bad. I mean, we're definitely still not available to use, like, special attacks or magic to actually defeat our opponents, which would definitely help, but, I mean, that's also kind of the team we picked. We don't have a dedicated offensive mage. At best, we've got, like, 2 summoners who can kind of do some stuff. That's not what I want. That's what I want. I keep wanting to think the X button is the special defeat. Uh-oh. Is my Chibiko hammer on me? Kid Drazombie. It's a kid, it's a dragon, and it's a zombie. I think we won. Yay. The path is open. Oh yeah, I remember this part. If I recall, now we have to fight these guys, which are a boss fight as well, and there's 2 of them, which I remember this part sucking really hard. Like that last fight, that wasn't too bad. I remember this fight being stupid. Now, fortunately, we have at least some semblance of knowledge of what we're doing because we have class changes and experience on our side. But they have that crap, which is not good because they can chain that. Oh crap. Yeah. I'd very much like to heal. No, okay. See, here's where not being able to heal really exceptionally, but also really sucks. And she's not officially dead, so I can't heal her yet. Okay, well, you heal up yourself, I guess. That'll at least make this somewhat less awful. Okay, now we're gonna heal up. Still not available. Wow, okay. Until she stops ricocheting off the ground. Got it. Oh, I remember this fight being like one of the worst fights. And it's just because, you know, you can't really do much because they just chain specials on you. It's inherently what I just talked about being like a functional problem taken into the boss fight. Okay. Nope, I didn't want you healing her, I wanted you healing me. Funny thing is, from what I remember, these guys don't actually have that much health. They're just really obnoxious because they can just prevent you from actually healing yourself up. Okay, screw it, I'll heal myself. Uh-oh, that's not good. I'm lucky that heal worked out as well as it did. I feel like I should just continually have her heal. But you can't if she's sitting here. Freaking... Okay, I want you to heal Mia, I think would be a good plan. Alright, I think we got one of them. That'll make this at least a little bit more tolerable. There we go. I want to say the first time I did that fight, I had to, like, redo it probably, like, 27 times. Like, I just had so much problems with that fight. And I guess you could go back and, like, go to, like, the save point in between, but that's, like, 5 minutes away. It almost wouldn't be worth it. Whoopsie. Continue. Also now saving. But, yeah, that fight is just kind of dumb. She's another final boss, if I recall. She's evil, no really, except when any other villain is the final villain, in which case she's really not that evil. Okay, so I'm not sure what our next thing is. I think next is just sort of gaining summon spirits. Yeah, it's not like you're the last member of the royal family and actually need to, you know, rule or anything. Why don't you go out and get yourself killed? That's a plan. Alright, so we're going back home to get our next objective, I guess. We're gonna try and get some experience on the way. And in turn, get closer to our next class change. Although I think we need, like, rare drops to do that, which sucks. I know you need rare drops to get equipment for your final class, but I think you actually do need rare drops to also make the class change. It's been a while, though. Alright, Needlebeak. I like the Needlebeak sprites. I think they're adorable. They're big, floofy bird heads. And I like that zombies aren't stupid in this game, unlike the first game where you couldn't do any damage to them unless you had magic. And like the first dungeon where you ran into them, half of it you didn't have magic for. Okay, nope, that's not where we need to go. Going this way. Just gotta go down the mountain to get home. That's right. I remembered something. For once. Alright, so I believe we are making good time, and then we gotta go right, I think? In order to get where we need to go. Alright, we won. Got a little bit of experience. This is not where I thought we'd end up when we went this way. Honestly, I just remember that the port town was to the right of the mountain. Alright, down here. Alright, more victories. Fortunately, poison isn't really too big a deal. It stops the moment you finish killing stuff. Hey, it's our old pal Nico from the other games in the series. Except he's a thief, if I recall. I don't recall the cat people ever meowing in previous Mana games. That doesn't seem like a thing they would need to do. He's not a teammate. We don't get him in on our team. Oh, also, that reminds me. I got an item seed while I was doing a thing. And now we got some chocolate. Aw. Makes little chirping sounds. A little chirpy bird. Alright, which way to the port? Clearly not that way. Nope. This way, right, alright. I got this. Okay. No charge. Yay. That's convenient. And also suspicious. Last time I wasn't charged to go on a boat, it was a ghost boat, and I had to fight my way out of it. And I'm noticing that we're not exactly going the way we're supposed to be going. That's concerning. In fact, we're getting a lot further away. That's alarming. Also volcanoes. This isn't where I want to be, people. Uh-oh. I don't like this. I don't like that we're not going where I need to go. This is suspicious. I'm pretty sure that's a sound effect from Chrono Trigger. It's a ghost boat! Just like I remembered it was a ghost boat. And that's why you never take free rides. Because they're always suspicious and evil and ghosty. You're a priest. You're supposed to be able to fight ghosts. That's your whole thing. I mean, I get that you're sort of going down the evil path, but still. Hooray, zombies. Uh-oh, slimes. Not so good to fight physically, usually. But I can do this. Pretty sure there's supposed to be music here. Kinda not sure why there isn't. Oh, do we get a prize? We do not. No prizes for us. It's not fair, Mr. Zombie. You shove your ribcage in someone else's direction. Okay, well, I have plenty of chocolate for me. If the others want to hide behind a wall, then so be it. Alright. Blood Book, Death Diary, Curse Column, Death Diary. Ow. Okay. Hey. I would like to rest now. Thank you. Oh, wait. It was a trap all along. Because ghost ship. Okay, so let me just read this again. Okay, B, D, C, D. Got it. I hope. I'm terrible at remembering stuff. See, that room is extra trappy because you have to come back this way, if I recall. And if you go through that room, suddenly everything's respawned. Wow, I'm just going to whiff every single slash there. Good job. Down here. Again, we have a priest on our team. I feel like fighting ghosts should not be a problem. Okay, well, I'm already here. Might as well. This one actually does heal you, though. Yeah, let's do that, because I don't want to have to go back and fight those stupid ninjas again. No thanks. Just gonna find the room with the books. Alright. So I believe it's to the left of us. Mainly because I've checked pretty much everywhere else. And that's the next logical step. Up. So many zombies. Oh, I can do this though. Go team. That's a good move. Alright, now let's see. B. B. D. C. D. Captain seems like a cheery guy. I fulfilled a dream of mine. I'm a ghost. Great, now I'm a ghost, and also I lost my class. What a jerk. Give it to someone else, you say? Fair point. I do feel like I should have swapped with him. Crap. Oh well, we'll make do without our resident fighter, somehow. On the bright side, there doesn't seem to be as many enemies. So that's something. Actually, I don't want to gain too much experience to be, like, out-leveling. I think I know where we need to go, so we're just gonna slowly tiptoe away and hopefully not get completely destroyed by these guys. Ideally. I think we need to go back to that room where there was a magical force we couldn't do anything with. I think. Possibly. I'm trying to remember where I am. I don't remember the layout so well. No, because it's a trap room. I'm not that silly. There we go. Lighting effects. We're gonna have to fight a boss and I don't have my team fighter. That's gonna be a problem. Run. Just gonna moonwalk out of here. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, the spellcasting can't let me bonk him with my bonky stick. Bonk. Okay, well, I can heal you up. And then I should probably heal myself up, because I'm about to die horribly. If he silences me, then we're in trouble. Come on, Ghosty. Uh-oh. Magic. I'm really hoping that silence doesn't prevent you from using your special, but it looks like it, or else our Valkyrie would be Valkyrie-ing right now, instead of standing around like a lump. You know, I'm a cleric, right? I should not have to fist fight things. Do I have something that can cure silence? Is a good question. I'm gonna heal myself and then we'll find out. Yeah, if this were a Final Fantasy game, all I would have to do is use a Cup of Wishes to kill him immediately. Yeah, thanks, game. Why don't you put that on the one character that has a status? Okay. Fortunately, Team Healer is on the job. Until I'm out of NP. Then we're in trouble. This is why it would have been better to at least have my fighter instead of my Valkyrie here, but such is life. I have no idea how much health this enemy has. I genuinely don't remember this fight at all. Just keep bonking him. Eventually he'll stop doing things. We won't be able to bonk him anymore. This is a really awkwardly designed fight because you're really kind of stuck on this 2D plane. Especially considering he can fly. Now we get to a point where we can't do nothing, so might as well heal up. I do have plenty of other healing items. If I run out of NP, it's not going to be the end of the world, but it's not going to be ideal. Now, of course, because he's casting, our Valkyrie can't use her special. Okay, Black Curse. That's an ability that's worth noting because that's what our Valkyrie's going to end, or our Cleric is going to end up getting. It basically lowers all your stats. You can only target one enemy with it, but it can work on anything up to and including bosses, which is not good when it's fighting us. I don't think too many enemies actually have this ability, though, which is good. But this is also probably the single least efficient way to fight this boss, I imagine, because using a Cleric as a fist fighter is just a dumb idea. Whoa, that's not good. I mean, the nice thing is I can, keep healing as long as I've got MP, but we're really quickly running out of it. Do we have any fairy walnuts? We do. How many do we have? 9. Alright, well, I'm going to use one on myself just because I've got one heal left in me, and I think it would be better to, fill on up before needing 2 at once. And now he's comboing magic, which means we can't do much. How much more am I going to have to bonk you before you stop doing stuff? The worst thing about this is my other teammate isn't going to get any experience from this fight. That annoys me. Okay, you're status afflicted. See, the problem with me using medical herbs is I'm worried that they're going to use silence on my Cleric, and then we're really going to be in trouble. So I feel like I need to hold on to those, but at the same time, if our only means of dealing any sort of damage ends up, not being able to do that, then we're kind of also in trouble. Kind of walk into a bad situation. Still, we will persevere. Still, if that obnoxiousness of that black curse is anything to go by, it means that when we actually get it, it's going to be awesome. So, you know, silver linings. It's just, we gotta wait 20 levels and get a rare item to do it. Ah, crap, she's muted again. Damn it. It would be very helpful if I had any idea how much health this guy had left. But I'm betting he probably has a lot. Because he's up there, he can use his Ghost Trumpet move, which will probably kill us both in a sec. Gotta heal up for that. Now, credit to the last time I played this, I had an offensive mage. And by this point, we of course had Lumina, which is light magic. That kind of wrecked this boss. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a guide online that would be able to give you an idea how much health this guy has, but I do not know. And unfortunately, I don't think this is the game that has the ability to actually figure out how much health the opponent has. I know Secret of Mana you could do it with Sylph and an offensive mage, I think. Had like a scan ability. Told you how much health your opponent had. Uh-oh. Okay, now see, this is exactly what I was scared of. Our healer is now muted. Oh. Fighting bosses extremely inefficiently. I mean, there are worse situations to be in this game, I know, because I've been in them, but we're not exactly in the best shape. Just candy on myself. Gonna hold on to that MP as long as I can, if I can help it. Oh, wow, I wish I could buff my teammates right now. Well, he took damage from that. That's the important thing. Don't do your stupid Ghost Trumpet, please. It's already unfair, I can't hit you. Oh, there it is. There goes half our health. Alright. We can do this. It's just a matter of perseverance. And doing one damage at a time. Super Bonk, go! I did 30 damage. Awesome. Okay. Oh, good. Silenced. Silenced of the clerics. I don't think I can swap storage to my active slot either, so any items I may have saved up from grinding are kind of worthless in this exact situation. Doesn't help that this fight removes one of your teammates. I think that's a stupid stipulation. Oh, good. Oh, that's awesome. Healed just to be silenced. I've got one more of those. Just gonna start spamming items more frequently, I guess. I've got plenty of them, but... that wasn't who I wanted healed. Thank you, stupid control system. Yeah, the Wii U version of this does not like this control too much. Come on. Oh, good. He's up there doing his stupid thing. Okay. Chocolate on Mia. She needs it. She's got the extra health. Candy on Sprite. Come on. This guy cannot have too much health left. Okay, okay, I can actually use my special while I'm muted, so I'll take that being muted. And I'll just work on healing with items. For now, that seems to be the best plan. Oh no, I'm muted again, except I was already muted, so it does nothing to me. Oh, the 1 damage I do to him. Okay, throw that to Mia. I probably don't have enough health to survive. Oh, good, I'm out of healing items. That presents problems. Fortunately, I can heal myself. Oh god, that's it. Good. Yay! Now we got the next elemental. See, this is part of the reason why we grinded to get our class change. Because if we didn't, well, we wouldn't be seeing another class stone for a while. That's convenient. Yeah, spoilers. We're gonna have to fight all these, like, god beasts at some point. Maybe don't drown. That's my advice to you, buddy. Also volcanoes. I got my class change back and my swank purple armor. Oh yeah. Yeah, so spoilers, we're now on an island that contains an active volcano. We probably need to not be there. Okay, how do I access my... That's not it. That might be it. Okay, I want... I already have... I'd like some Cup of Wishes. I don't need the Midge Mallet immediately, but I would like candy, of which I have a lot of them. Ooh, also some more medical herbs. Yes, please. The other items that we have are basically just items you can use to do damage. Spoilers. There's a turtle. There's a turtle. Alright, so I guess we're going this way then. We need to get off this place before the volcano erupts, or else bad things will happen to us. Because volcanoes. Have you never seen the movie Volcano? It was terrible. Everyone suffered because it existed, just like it will if it goes off here. Alright, so... Uh-oh. That's a rumbly sound I don't like. I think we're going this way. Possibly. Is this just a loop? I think it is. I, in fact, believe this to be a loop. In which case, I am clearly not finding the way out of here. Or this could just look very, very similar. Soaptails! They're like rabbits but pink. Swap the colors on them. Ooh, for Adam, yes please. Oh, okay, Poison Cloud is the worst because everyone takes a decent amount of damage. Alright. Kill the Tomato Priest. Unfortunately, we have to destroy some Silktails. But they're so cute. They're like rabbits, only pink. That's the adorable Bee Queen. Superpowers go! Okay, Tomato Man. Consider yourself ketchup. There's another Silktail. Do not like the delay this game sometimes has between you not fighting and you fighting. It's another reason why this system doesn't really work all that well. Right, there's a village. It's Tomato Town. Huh. Do you have equipment I can buy? Yes, please. I have a lot of money, and I would just like to replace stuff with better stuff. Little frog pajamas. That's adorable. Wouldn't mind if we bought a few more of these. And do you have the experience and the money, so I might as well just buy a bunch of royal gems. There. Does anyone have any weapons I can buy? Interesting. I guess that doubles as a gold tower? Statue thingy? Sure, why not? I don't remember Tomato Town at all, honestly. This is new to me. You guys are going to turn into a large pile of ketchup. I mean, all the more power to you if that's really what you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. I happen to have an earth elemental, though, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright, appears to be a shamshear. New flail, yes please. And a lance. Sounds good. Alright, so let's equip some crap in our team. Toad sword. Well done. Alright, so we want that light flail replaced with a proper steel flail. Gotta swap Popey's outfit for some Poto pajamas. For a proper lance. So she can become a proper dragoon someday. Oh no! Don't break doors. Alright, yep, I'm gonna save the game just because I want to keep that equipment on me. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we gotta go west, which is that way. Moonwalking to victory. Uh-oh. It's the egg beasts. It turned into another beast. A prickly beak. That's funny. Take that egg thingy. Alright, I think we need to go north now. Keep defeating random things. Your bonking powers are quite amazing, right? I would have pulled it off till I transformed, but, you know, helps them transform, why not? Did we get a thing? Nope. I should probably worry about healing my team up a little bit. Oh, hey, we leveled up. Okay, our Enchantress Gotta increase spirit, because that's what most of her abilities are kind of reliant on. Awesome. No new treasure for us. I think they already used that background. Let's heal up a little bit. At least we're getting some levels in. I honestly didn't think we'd get them this soon. Makes things a little easier, I suppose. Okay, there should be a cave around here. This is clearly not that screen, though. I have to backtrack. So that's one thing I don't like about this game, is it has a lot of, like, weird areas that are just clearly dead ends for no reason. I don't care for that too much. Feels like they were trying to make the game significantly bigger than it was, and then just didn't know what to do with half the rooms. Excuse me. Come on, Mimic. Ah, we got an okay one, though. Mimics are nice. They do basically nothing. They give you a crap ton of experience. They're like the best trap ever. I think I see the cave. You know, these little egg guys weren't doing anyone any problems, and we just walked in and slaughtered them like sheep. Alright, Valkyrie leveled up. Yeah, let's give her some more damage. Or Valky, as that clearly liked to tell us. Well, two of our teammates are only 19 more levels away from their next class change. They're only halfway there. Bonk. She bonks things so good with her magic bonking stick. I just do that. I'm on the right side, I can hit all the enemies at once. That's the weird thing. The special abilities across class changes aren't consistent. Like, a level 3 class could only hit like one enemy, whereas a level 2 class could hit all the enemies. It just feels excuse me, really inconsistent. My throat is shutting. I need some water. Obviously, we need strength. I mean, that's what our fighter is here for. We must do more damage. Okay. So, we've seen the cave we need to get to. Just gotta figure out how to get there now. Didn't look like there was a path from that one screen that we saw it on. I guess we'll go south and keep moving, and hopefully we'll find it. So we can't go that way. Okay. Confused. There's nothing over there. There's nothing that way, so it would have to be this way. Unless it would require a stupid amount of backtracking, but I don't think that's the case, or I would have noticed it on the way. Spinny slash. Oh, all these guys have so much more experience than the guys I was grinding. This is just depressing. That guy has like 4 times the experience. Like, I feel like we should be able to cross there. The cave is clearly down there, but there's no way to get there. There doesn't appear to be any way to get there from here. I mean, the experience is nice. There's no way to get there from here. Like, if it was simply a matter of overshooting going south and then going east, that would make sense, but there's nothing here. What will you do? Okay. So, you just have to talk to this completely nondescript rock, I guess. Okay. I mean, I already saw a cave that looked like the cave we need to go to, but okay. These were originally bosses in Secret of Mana. You fought them as eggs, then they turned into these things, and then they turned to lizards. I don't think it matters how much damage you do. I don't think they die until they've gone through their lizard phase. Like, their health drops to 0, then they get respawned as a different enemy. And then you get to kill them. Oh, there's so many eggs down here. They've got cute little hearts on them, but they turn into horribly evil monsters. I was misled by the heart eggs. They look like they're multiplying now. Alright. Jellyfish. We should probably heal up when we get a minute. Look at me his health. It's not too encouraging. Probably not going to hit that enemy at all. Nope. Just keep hitting them till they stop getting up. Okay, let's heal up a little. Oopsie. There we go. I'm so excited for getting a team heal at some point. Ah, there we go. That's where we need to be. It's a little misleading the way they kind of make that look from the outside, though. Bonk. Oh, these new specials are so satisfying to use. Actually feels like you do damage with them. I kind of appreciate that. Some sort of like lizard meets a bunny sort of thing. Oh, it's dead now, whatever it was. Alright. trapped. But there's a door that'll probably open up if we kill everything. And like all the other rooms that look like this, which are dead ends, this one actually has another exit. Yay. Alright. She got to it before I could. Oh well. Saves me the special, I guess. Even if I really wanted to use it. Not that I'm bitter about it or anything. I just really wanted to use my special. It's an awesome spinny slash. Your laser lance is kind of cool too, I guess. Going south. Now we're back where we saw that place earlier. So we're getting pretty close to the end, I think. Get it? You got a laser lance. It's very cool. They're multiplying. Oh, there was just an egg I didn't see before. One of the two. Oh, I didn't hit this guy. That sucks. And thanks to some layering mess-ups, I think I saw 2 or 3 enemies hidden around here. Dinosaur bunny. It turned into another dinosaur bunny. Hey, mystery seed. We can use that later to get stuff. The thing about mystery seeds is they're pretty rare drops, and the items you get from them are randomized based on the moment the chest drops. So there's no way to really manipulate or modify saves or anything to make that work. You're literally just gonna have to sit here and accept that whatever dropped is what dropped. And what really sucks about this is all the best gear in the game are relegated to them. And I think the items you need to change to your second class are also relegated to them, so yeah. New ability. Hell yeah, new ability. Okay, let's heal up my warrior. I wonder if our Valkyrie learned a new ability yet. Let's find out. Protection. Boost defense. That'll be useful. Hand axe. That is not a terribly useful item for us. Hello, mischievous. How you doing today? But I have special abilities. Oh no, she beat me to it with a bonking. I still did it because it made me feel awesome. Oh, class changing is cool. Pain in the ass to grind at level 10, but totally worth it. I'm doing alright. Finally taking advantage of grinding for 10 hours just to get my first class change. In a room that only gave me 30 experience. Oh god, that took forever. But here we are. Worth it. Moonwalking. Okay, a door was locked, I guess. Ooh, treasure. Getty. I think we got like 50 of those in storage, but thank you. It's not hard or anything, you can only get your class change at certain spots in the game, and when I found the first area you could, I didn't want to wait around. Because you know, like, when you actually got to the level where you could class change, you'd probably have to, like, make a 2-hour trek back to where you could. I just didn't want to do that, so I sat there and I grinded in a room that only gives you 30 experience. Up, like, 10 levels, where the final levels took about 3,000 some odd experience. It took frickin' forever. But these attack boosts are definitely worth it. I'm more familiar with the Japanese and the fan-translated version of this, but since I got this, I figured I might as well try and play through it a little bit each week. But I played the shit out of Secret of Mana. It's my favorite game. And Sword of Mana, which I think is a very good Game Boy Advance game. Although I've only beaten this game once or twice, so this one I'm a little bit less experienced with, and I mean, 2/3 of my party I've never used, so it's a bit of a learning experience all the same. Alright, there's got to be an exit, because there wasn't anything in this room. Not some random rock I need to look at and then Gnome will do a thing. Gotta be an exit somewhere around here. Well, I never had a PlayStation 1, so I didn't play Legend of Mana. I did play Dawn of Mana, which I thought was a weird game, but I kind of want to play again. Unfortunately, someone stole my copy. I played Children of Mana, which was a big waste of time, because it was a game mostly designed for multiplayer. Okay, now, did I come from the left or the right? Shit. So I know one of these is just going to lead me to more enemies. Okay, safe spot. We came this way, didn't we? Crap. I don't think they'll port Secret of Mana again. I mean, they did it with the iOS, and it was, honestly, for an iOS port, probably the best thing Square Enix ever put out. Not that that's saying much. The remake is abortively bad, though. I hate the remake with such a passion. That is, as I made a video of, on my worst games of the year list that came out last year. God, that was such a piece of shit. But, you know, what you're describing sounds a lot like the remake of Trials that's coming out in a couple of months. Despite having just released it in English for the first time, allegedly, ever. Even though it's been available in English for 20 years. It's gonna have like a behind-the-view style thing. It looks kind of like Zelda. It looks interesting. I'm really hesitant about it, though, because there has not been a good Square remake since the Game Boy Advance. Ever. I think Square should just stop. Because they're not good at games anymore. I mean, they haven't been good at games for a while. They just keep trying to sell you Final Fantasy over and over and over, and they just don't get it anymore. I mean, I would always argue that they really haven't been good since they merged with Enix, because they lost their only competition. That actually forced them to, you know, work hard and make good stuff. Because competition does that. That's one of the few Final Fantasy games I've not played. I've not played 14, but that's also an MMO, and I typically don't have a lot of time for MMOs. I played a lot of MMOs back in high school. I played a lot of Phantasy Star Online 2 back when I started my YouTube channel. And I'm planning on getting back into it because it's coming out again. And I believe the characters are going to be cross versions, so I should be able to use my original Japanese character. Which I better be able to. He's got so much good stuff on him. But I don't know. I just think Square Enix hasn't really themselves made anything particularly good in a very long time. I think they've published a lot of good things, but developed themselves, I don't think as much. I think at this point they might as well just hang up Final Fantasy, just become a publisher, because that seems to be where they're good at. I mean, I say that, of course, but they've also published a lot of crap. Did I run into another dead end? Ugh. I've heard the Theatrhythm games are pretty good. I don't know, I don't have a lot of use out of my 3DS, though. My 3DS has, like, maybe 3 or 4 games on it. Because Nintendo, for whatever bizarre reason, decided to make it their only handheld that was region-locked. I will never understand that choice. Okay, seriously, is everywhere here just a dead end? I mean, I'm thankful for the experience, but I'm so over-leveled at this point, it's not going to do me too much good. Spinny Blade! Ah, no chest. Well, you can recommend all you like. I don't mind adding a couple of games to my list. The biggest problem is, like, all the 3DS games I want are either in Japanese and I can't play them, or they're just obscenely hard to find, like Story of Seasons or LBX. Seriously, where's the exit around here? Still no chests. I hate how the only boss, or the only enemy that will actually drop chests is the last one. That's a weird thing to do. I miss being able to pick up a chest from everything. Considering that items are left to randomization at this point, you know, you kind of need more drops, not less. LBX, Little Battler's Experience, I think is what it's called. I've never played it myself, but I'm a big fan of this GameCube game called Gotcha Force, and I've been told that's kind of, sort of like a sequel to it. Although there's already a sequel to it, kind of, in the kind of Versus games. Yay! Another level. Ah, I can't boost experience. Alright, well, we never need dexterity or luck. Intellect is just gonna muddle with her. See, I was actually wrong about this. I will correct myself. Intellect does have value if you're not an offensive mage. It actually reduces damage from offensive mage spells targeted to you. And there's more of them that will be blocked than Spirit. But the problem is, it also affects your MP growth based on whichever value is higher. So if you actually, like, muddy them up, you actually hurt your MP growth. So I guess we'll give her stamina to boost her defense. I've heard of Codename Steam, but I've never actually played it. I'll have to look into it. I think offhand, my entire list of 3DS games I want that aren't in Japanese are like LBX, Story of Seasons, and the only game in the 7th Dragon series that was English. And I've never seen a copy of that. I've seen one copy of Story of Seasons, but they want stupid amounts of money for it, so no thanks. Alright, can't boost her strength. Crap. I feel like we should boost her stamina, but I know her spirit's going to affect her summons later on. Alright, we'll boost spirit right now, and then we'll just keep her sort of average. Dead end. See, this is what I don't like about this game. There's too many dead ends. And there's, like, paths that will just lead you to nothing but dead ends, which I think is weird. Chest? No chest. That was a good use of Spinny Slash. Go me. It's not like there was another enemy to be hit. And there's 2 more paths, which probably lead at least to 1 dead end. Alright, stamina, because we're going to be a meat shield. Hey, lightning saber. That's going to be useful. Kind of. So that's the thing about our character, is depending on the classes, he learns a bunch of different elemental sabers, which give elemental attributes to your offensive. The dark version of his light path has basically all the sabers, and the light version of his dark path has like 2 sabers he only gets that way, but they're like the least useful sabers you can ever get. So we're going to ignore them and just go pure dark for sheer damage output. That does sound like a pretty good game. I'm going to have to look into that. Ah, save point! We're finally on the right track. Okay. Only 18 more levels till the next class change. And really rare items to be found, I think. And it turns out we went in a big circle and didn't even realize it. Alright. I mean, at least this time, when we get to a boss, we'll have 3 characters to fight with. That's kind of nice. It's a Dracula. So that's kind of the advantage of taking characters from all 3 stories, is you get a bit more of a rounded story experience, I guess. Even though, again, it waters down 2 villains to the story, because the way they design the plots of this game is dumb. I've got A Link Between Worlds, actually. That's a good game, because it's based on the best Zelda game. Although I didn't like it as much as A Link to the Past. It had some neat stuff around it. There's our friend the turtle. Because before we get a magical, awesome white dragon, we have to get a turtle. Just how things work in this world. And I think this guy will finally bring us back to where we were supposed to go before that whole ghost ship nonsense. I swear you were supposed to fight a boss there. Maybe it changes depending on your class composition or something. Fantasy Life is absolutely the best 3DS game. I love Fantasy Life with a passion. That is a great game. Goodbye, Mr. Turtle. Ask the Hero King. I don't remember him ever being called a Hero King, but alright. This will not be the last time we ever get to see our friend the turtle, either. Well, we'll see him again later. Back to level 4 enemies, because we're at the starting area. Following the yellow brick road for justice. Getting 0 experience from this crap. Still getting poisoned by zombies. I feel like this stuff needs to, like, scale its experience a little bit or something. Make life a little bit better for me. Especially considering they require you to go this way. Oh, right. We can't go that way. We gotta go take the cannon. I remembered. For once in my life, I remembered a thing. Alright. Bonk. Oh no, your 1 damage really terrifies me. I mean, the worst you're gonna do to me is poison me. Okay, now I gotta go to Bon Voyage's house. Hopefully this time you'll actually land me where you say you're gonna land me, because your aim was awful last time. Alright, take care. Hope she learns a lot at school today. Yay! On target. Rock on. Alright. Now I gotta figure out where we need to go next, because King, he knows everything. One located up in the ice. Place I never want to go because ice is the worst. Frostbite fields. Oh. Yep, that's outside my door right now. No thanks. Okay, so that seems like a wash. One in the mountains. I think there's one out in the desert somewhere. Alright, well, I hope you have a good day. Or night, or whatever. I should probably be going to bed soon, too. It's like 6 a.m. Alright, southeast, the Dusk Moon Forest. I think you have to do that one last because of plot contrivances. I've already done that, thank you. And finally, one just located in a town because reasons. The Woods of Wandara, Dryad. Can't reach by land. Sounds like we might need to fly to get there. I've not played Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. I've played the... I don't even know the name of it because I only have the Japanese copy, but I've got the N64 one. But not very long because it's in Japanese and I'm not remotely multilingual. Got the fairy flutes. I need that thing. What can we get rid of? What can we get rid of? Fine. I'll store my items. Then I'm gonna grab the turtle flute of turtleness. How do I even have this? Nitromite. This is a completely useless item. Alright. Yeah, I know the Ogre Battle one on the N64 is called Ogre Battle 64, but it's got a longer name in Japanese, I believe. And I think it might have been a port of one of the other Ogre Battle games. But like I said, it's entirely in Japanese, so my knowledge of it is a little bit non-existent. Other than that, the only real experience I have with the Ogre Battle series is the Final Fantasy spin-off of Tactics Ogre on the Game Boy Advance. Which, granted, is one of the best GBA games, and the only thing with the Final Fantasy name after 6 that I think is worth anything. But I don't have a lot of experience with Ogre Battle at all. Those games are really hard to find. I've found. Alright, now we gotta go use our fairy flute. Yeah, I'm absolutely trying to track down copies of Ogre Battle. They're just, expensive and rare. And unfortunately, this and my YouTube channel are my job, which at this point is basically just donations from fans, which is like $13 a month. So getting games that cost more than like a couple pennies each is a little tricky, which is partly why I like importing so well. I can actually get interesting games relatively inexpensively. But I'm definitely trying to eye up copies of Ogre Battle when I get the chance. And now we've got our friend the turtle. On call, whenever. We actually have 4 options. One of these we can't actually get to yet. There's the Dusk place, which I think you have to go last to anyway. Guess we'll go rescue Undine. But the problem with the turtle is you can only go places the turtle can go, so you can't go around rocky areas like this. And you can only land at specified beaches, which really is a problem, as the dog is barking quite a lot at 6 a.m. as she does. Alright. I think I'm gonna quick save just in case, so that we don't lose anything. I'm gonna save to a new spot before we did that. And I think that will be it for tonight. Yeah, the problem with Etsy is a lot of places on Etsy don't deliver where I live. And they're sort of, their quality is a little bit iffy. I've gone to them for a couple things, but I cannot get stuff for myself. I'd have to buy it through someone else entirely, so it's not really an option at this moment. Yeah, Etsy, it's great if you're in America. If you're anywhere else, it's kind of bad. Same with eBay nowadays. Everywhere you go, you have to pay an import fee, and then you have to pay, like, additional shipping stuff. So everything that says free shipping, I have to pay, like, $30 shipping, plus import fees, plus currency difference, which sucks. Ugh. No, I'm in Canada. Or, as we like to be known as, America's hat. Ugh. Where our money is worth half what yours is. Ugh. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream to know when we go live, because we stream every single night. Trying to do Seiken Densetsu 3 once a week. Every other night it's gonna be Animal Crossing. Might try and get back into Pokemon. But, you know, we're just doing the best we can with what we've got right now. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see everything else I've done, including an archive of everything we've got here, because I'm really bad at remembering to actually archive stuff on here. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon, support the show any way you can so that I can do what I do to the best of my abilities, which in this case is make use of 10 hours of grinding, because screw that run room. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. That was the worst. But you'll get yourself on the Discord where we can talk about awesome things like much better grinding spots and awesome games on other consoles that aren't this. And all the stupid design choices this game has. I love this game, but man, it's got a lot of really baffling dead ends. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.